Hi. Okay. The thing on YouTube just said that I was live, so I'm hoping that that's the case and that you guys can hear me. I always test my mic like before I do literally anything that requires me to talk because I'm paranoid that it will just stop working one day. And it worked. So, what's up? Oh, my boyfriend is in the chat. Hi. Okay, so there are two things that I wanted to talk about tonight. One of them was brought to my attention today on Twitter, and the other one somebody suggested that I talk about. As you can see by the title, Aira changed their free 5-minute tier plan, which really honestly doesn't apply to a good majority of people. They wrote a whole article about it on their website. It is linked in the description of this video. I can also post the link in chat if you guys want to read it. The gist of it is they are changing it into like two sort of subset tiers, one for guests and one for paid subscribers. And I just want to back up and say, like, is anybody surprised? Because honestly, when they announced the free 5-minute call thing last year, myself and a lot of other people were like, okay, how is this going to work? Is this going to be like you can only make a free 5-minute call every X amount of time? But no, it was unlimited free 5-minute calls. And obviously that has cut into their profits because that's not a good business model. For those of you who don't know, before I continue with this, Aira is a visual interpreter service. It's an app that you can download onto any smartphone or probably an iPad. And it connects you with a sighted person who is trained to assist people who are blind or visually impaired, kind of exactly like Be My Eyes, which is the same thing, except Aira is encrypted, whereas Be My Eyes, I don't believe it is. And the people who work at Aira are like legit paid employees who go through a training course on how to assist blind people, whereas the Be My Eyes people are volunteers and don't have that training. So anyway, there are various subscription plans that you can pay month to month for minutes, and Aira has decided to make their free tier more along the lines of what everybody else thought it was originally going to be. So if you're a guest, which means like if you have an account but you don't pay, then you can make one free 5-minute call every 24 hours. And evidently there's going to be like a timer in the usage tab that shows you how much time you have to make your next call. And if you are a paid subscriber, it doesn't matter what tier you're at, you can make a free 5-minute call every 4 hours. So again, are we surprised? Because I'm not. Some of you may know that I have a little bit of a history with Aira. I can't really talk about it. I signed a contract, but I think that this is for the best, and I know it's going to piss a lot of people off. I've already seen in the comments on Twitter that people are pissed off, and rightfully so. I have an account with Aira. I haven't used it in over a year. Also, gift cards are apparently back. I knew that they had like given people the opportunity to purchase gift cards, and I didn't realize that went away, but apparently it did go away, and now they're back. So if you need to make more than one free 5-minute call a day, maybe ask your friends to give you some Aira gift cards if you even use this service. If not, honestly, probably better off to switch over to Be My Eyes because their service is 100% free. Granted, you're probably not going to get the same level of assistance that you do with Aira, but I mean, Aira is a paid service. And look, I understand they have to make their money somewhere, but my thing is if they launched this free 5-minute thing last summer, like out of nowhere. They said they were going to launch it in the fall, but then they sped it up and launched it last August. I vividly remember them announcing it because I was at that panel at the ACB convention. And I'm very surprised that this wasn't the model that they went for from the get-go. Because, like, it's bad business. I understand that obviously you want people to use your product, and that's great. And they said that the amount of paid calls has gone up significantly since they have released that free 5-minute tier. But what would incentivize people to want to pay for the service if they're able to get a lot of shorter tasks done without paying for it? Again, like, I haven't used Aira in over a year. I had good experiences the times that I did use it. I think my longest call was like 10 minutes trying to navigate somewhere. But they're right. The data that they cite in the article is right, that the majority of their calls are about 5 minutes long and can be done in, shorter times. And unfortunately, I think that also impacted how and like when businesses are becoming Aira access locations, because they have this 5-minute tier available. A business is going to see that and they're going to be like, why would we pay all this money to be an Aira access location when these people can use this free level of service like for free? So I think that it's both a good thing and a bad thing, both for the company and the people using it. And I would really like to hear your thoughts, because like I could not give you any input on this from my perspective other than what I've already said. Quickly, before we move on, somebody had mentioned during my last stream that I should share my screen, and the issue with that is, A, I do not use OBS currently or StreamYard or anything, but B, I use a screen magnifier because I can't see shit. So, like, my screen is magnified to be very large. I don't even know what setting I'm at right now. I use the built-in one on my Mac. So I am positive that you are not going to want to see me like navigating around a screen that has everything magnified on stream. That's going to make you dizzy. It's probably going to make me dizzy. I don't think it's a good situation for anybody, because I have done screen shares in the past and screen recordings in the past, and obviously it records the fact that the screen is being magnified, because why wouldn't it? Because that's what's happening on screen. So, I mean, we can visit that a little later, hopefully, maybe, but for now, I'm not so sure about screen sharing because I need to be able to see what I'm doing. I don't use VoiceOver on my computer. I have used it very little, and I barely know what I'm doing when I do use it. But yeah, also I am planning on getting a webcam at some point. I don't know when. I'm using the built-in one on my computer because that's what I have, and I know the quality is fine. However, I have my screen dimmed to like not be as bright, and when I bring up the brightness, I am washed out even more than I already am in real life by the light emitting from my screen, and I want to not have to deal with that, and also have something that I can move around a little bit more, like put it on a little desktop tripod. I heard that the Logitech C920 is good. I have a good friend who uses it. Despite what somebody said in an Amazon review, it is Mac compatible, so I don't know where they got that from. The other thing that I was told to talk about, which I don't even know why we're going here, but Molly Burke's latest video, her boyfriend reveal. Oh, we have messages in the chat. Honestly, I am surprised, although I think it may burn them out in the end. Yes, I completely agree with you. I think that again, it's a good plan, but the way that they implemented it in the first place, they should have done this. They literally should have just done what they're doing now with this change that they made. They shouldn't have even made it like all free all the time, because now they're implementing this change and people don't like change. And like, again, a lot of people are really angry. I have to magnify this even more because I am blind. Share the story of Aira we had last year. Yeah, so, oh God, what was that? What, can you remind me? Because like for context, I talked about this a little bit in a recent video that I did. I used to do some contract marketing work for a partnership between Aira and the MBTA, which is the transit system here in Massachusetts. Hi, Tony. And the people at Aira, obviously they were at convention and I saw them and they didn't realize that I was there, which was pretty funny. They had seen a picture that I had posted on the work Twitter and were like, who is here from this thing? And it was me. And, you know, we had some jolly great old times. with that. But where was I going with this? Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you, Kayla. I think that they should have just done this and made it like time limited, because they kind of dug themselves into a hole. And look, I'm not a business person. I have taken 0 business courses in my entire educational career. So I could just be talking out of my ass right now. But I mean, it just, we'll have to see what like ultimately people think about it. Sorry, I just got a text message. So anyway, Molly Burke's boyfriend reveal. The link to that should be in the description of this video. I really don't want to dig it up and put it in chat, but if you want me to, I will. She had posted a video on her channel this past Saturday, so like 3 days ago. Today's Tuesday. Time's not relevant anymore. And she did a boyfriend reveal, which y'all know how vocal I've been about Molly. I do not hate her as a person. I just think that some of the things that she preaches, I just think that she's a little misguided and that she doesn't do a good job representing the community, because like it or not, she is representing this whole community of blind people, because they are like, she is the person that they see first. So she did a boyfriend reveal. And what I think is funny is that in the thumbnail of the video, you can see his face. And then as soon as you start the video, he's blacked out by like a giant purple square. So what's the point of doing a reveal like that when like we already know what he looks like from the video thumbnail? Sorry, I was just responding to something. So the title of it was Meet My Blind Boyfriend. For the record, I personally think that reveals like this are very gimmicky. That's just my opinion. And also, he's not blind. He's visually impaired. I didn't watch this whole entire thing. I skipped around and I sped it up. It's 33 minutes long. I don't have the time for that. And I don't have the patience for that. I don't even have the patience to sit through another person's 33-minute video half the time. So he's visually impaired. He works in design and engineering. Somebody on Twitter said that he has a company that helps other visually impaired people, which I don't... if anybody in chat knows more about that than I do, please enlighten me, because that is not what I got from that video. Maybe I missed it, but... He seems nice. He looks nice. But she didn't really let him get a word in edgewise. And he didn't really, from my perspective, he didn't look like he was comfortable being on camera. And he even said in the video that he is not, like, he's very new to the whole YouTube thing. Like, that's not really his MO, which is totally fine. Nobody is telling you to be on camera all the time and to be like doing things for YouTube. But I just felt like, and I'm not the only one who thinks this. I had a very long discussion with a few other people in the community about this, that she kind of just thrust him into the spotlight and he really didn't look or sound comfortable about it. I don't know. I really don't know what else I can say about that, other than I am happy for them. Good luck to them in their relationship. And I hope that everything goes well. She did also spend quite a bit of time validating everything again. Why her mother was moving down the hall, which, like, her mom works for her still. We all know that. That's not a surprise. And her mother talking about how her mother's marriage to Molly's father is diamond solid, even though, you know, her dad is still in Canada and they're in LA. But I mean, good luck to Molly and Adrian. Hi, Jasmine. Oh, coffee maker. Yes. Now I know what you're talking about, Onkar. Oh my God. I don't think... Did I talk about this in a video? I am 99% positive I did not, but I am sure, I posted about it on social media. So last year, my boyfriend, who was in chat, say hello to him, and my friend Lena, who you saw in the vlogs from last year's ACB convention, it was late. It was like, I don't know, midnight. We were given a cup of noodles by a friend because none of us had eaten dinner for some stupid reason. And we had the bright idea to make the cup of noodles in the Keurig in the hotel room. So the hotel that we were staying at, the lighting in the room was really bad. And so Ankar and I are both low vision, and Lena is completely blind, and whatever. So we were trying to fill up the Keurig thing, and we couldn't see the line in the water reservoir, like to fill up for the water. And so somebody was like, "Oh, let's call Aira," because we had the free offer for the convention. So all three of us are trying to call Aira, and none of our calls are going through because it's crappy hotel internet and like bad cell reception, and it's just stupid. And so finally, I think I got an agent. No, Ankar got an agent. And by that time, because what had happened was we had filled up the water to however much we thought it was at. Like, we just filled it up and closed the thing and turned it on, and we're winging it basically. And it started brewing. And so he didn't realize that the coffee maker was doing its thing. And I didn't even realize it either until Lena had said something. So he's on the phone with the agent and, holding up his phone with the camera, whatever, so the agent can see what the coffee maker's all about. And we're both yelling like, it's working, it's fine. And so he's like, "Oh, okay, thank you for your help. We're making cup of noodles." And it's like, the agent just like hung up because like she didn't do anything. And it was quite the experience. And I'm honestly surprised that it worked because I think we overfilled it for the water or underfilled. We did not get it to the line. So I don't know. I don't know about that, but it was really good ramen. Probably only because we hadn't eaten anything since like noon. Because usually ramen kind of sucks, in my opinion. Unless it's like, listen, if you're having ramen and you add something to it, then it's great. But if you're just having it like plain out of the cup with like the water, then I don't know. It was food. So that was that. And then of course I gave the agent a 5-star rating because she put up with our bullshit. So that was fun. Back to Molly Burke. So I did not even know they had a fill line. I've never had a problem when I've used them. Okay, Simon, thank you for the information. I think that I'm positive that ours did. Maybe all of them are different. I don't know. I had never used a Keurig. I only used a Keurig once before, and it was at another hotel, and it was different than the one that was in our hotel. And it was also 2 years prior. No, the year before this. I don't have a Keurig. I just have a regular coffee maker. So back to Molly. Good for her and her boyfriend for moving in together after knowing each other for 4 weeks. Or dating each other for 4 weeks. I think they might have known each other for longer than that. I hope it goes well. Gabby, hi! I'm waving to you. Oh my god. So I hope that their relationship goes well. I am very interested to see more of the dynamic between them, especially because like she didn't really let him talk from the bits that I heard, and I heard him trying to explain his vision, and Molly also jumped in and was like trying to explain it in her own way. And I think that it sounded like something was just off because he was in a video that she had done prior, like the previous video of her going to a Hollywood set and doing a commercial or whatever. And her mother wasn't there. It was just her and him. And he can definitely, at the very least, see enough to identify candy in a bowl. So, I mean, listen, I'm low vision. Some of the people here in chat are also low vision. But like people don't know how much we can see because like we're low vision. It's not like Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody who's completely blind in chat, but it's not like, you know, you can't see anything and that's it. Or for a sighted person, it's like you have full vision. For low vision, it's like a whole spectrum of things. Like I can't see anything out of my right eye. I've talked about this a billion times. And I know people who can see out of both eyes, but limited. Or, you know, people who do not have peripheral vision, or people who don't have central vision. And like you can explain it all you want, like what your level of acuity and all that is, but like nobody's really going to understand it unless they're able to like swap bodies with you and experience that yourself. Like even giving them a pair of occluders, which is like supposed to simulate various vision loss degrees, that's not I mean, yeah, it can probably help put things into perspective, but that's not like the same thing. I filled it to the line. It was fine. Then why did we call Aira? If you filled it to the line, then what was the point of us even calling them when we needed help in the first place? Listen, we both couldn't see what we were doing. It was dark. So anyway, for those of you who are just coming in, Aira changed their free plan thing to be more limited, which, surprise, surprise, we're not surprised. Exactly. I have light perception and really bad depth perception, and no one really understands what it's like. Yes, same here, Madeline. Please tell me if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I have like 0 depth perception in my left eye. And like I can see colors and stuff, and I can see print if it's big, and if it's small, I can see if it's like 2 inches from my face or whatever. I can pass as sighted unless I like hold my phone 2 inches from my face, and then people are like, what the hell is going on here? Okay, good. I'm glad it's correct. See, I know how to do things. So I had told Alex on Twitter, who was the one who suggested the Molly thing, that if anything was going to come out of that in terms of a discussion, that it should be in the form of a panel. And in all honesty, like, I don't know. We have another oh, there's stuff happening. Okay. But I understand low vision, but I'm curious to know how much those with low vision can see. Yes, same here, especially because everybody's different. Let's talk about electric water kettles and the fill lines that are impossible. Yes, okay, listen. Hi, Amal. I have an electric kettle. I guarantee you it is not accessible. I can't see the fill lines. So it's like marked like a measuring cup is, with varying degrees of like how much water is in there when you fill it. And so it's a clear kettle, and the markings on them I think are like blue or something, and they're not bold because, you know, it's just like a regular electric water kettle. Why would it be accessible? So I usually just fill it and wing it, which is probably a bad idea, but I haven't caused any problems so far. We could not see the Keurig machine. I thought we called because we had trouble with the water. Did I just tell that story wrong? What did we need to see on the Keurig machine? I thought that all we had to do was fill it up and hit brew. Because, like, we weren't even making coffee. We literally had the thing, and then we had the cup of noodles under it, which could barely even fit, by the way, because the cup was gigantic. Like, it was bigger than the coffee cups in the rooms. Oh, God. What was I going to say? Electric water kettles. Are there any that are accessible? Like, is that a thing? Because I like mine, but I'm genuinely curious if like MaxiAids or something makes some. Let me pull out my phone here and do a quick Google search. Because, like, I don't... Accessible water... electric kettles. Accessible electric vehicles. I don't know about that. Accessible electric kettle. It looks like that there are some dual voltage, 2020 best kettles, cordless electric kettles from Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay, that's not answering my question. Maybe I'm wrong. If somebody knows more about this, please educate me. Don't think so. I will Google it. Yeah, Gabby, I just typed it into Google and it was bringing up like not really relevant results. I thought that there was like an image or a product listing up at the top because I think Google shows like shop items first before you get to regular results. And why am I still holding my phone? It showed that it was from some like medical website, but it just looked like a regular kettle. So, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even use my electric kettle that much. I use like the regular stovetop one. Which is so stupid because like okay, well, to be fair, the electric kettle is usually stored away most of the time because the people in this house don't want stuff out on the counter causing clutter, which it wouldn't even cause clutter. It's just like there, but that's fine. So I usually will just use the stovetop one. And I have used the electric kettle one in the past. So the thing is that it's really big. Like, it's freaking huge. Like, I do not need that big of a kettle for, like, me making tea for myself. It's gigantic. Like, it's not, like, wide. It's tall. So I pick it up, and I'm always afraid that I'm going to spill hot water all over the place because it's, like, very cumbersome. Which, I got this as a gift. I did not buy this for myself. If I bought myself an electric kettle, I would probably try to find a smaller one. Because like I'm a small person. Have you ever heard about a half shot? Hot shot. I'm so blind. Is that the thing that you put on the cup that tells you how much water you have in it? Because I have seen one. And I think that it only goes on the very top, like the rim, versus like with a kettle and with like the Keurig, I'm assuming, and other things that you have to fill with hot water or water in general. It's just there are fill lines like all over the place. So I don't know how usable a hot shot would be. Okay, 2 people are saying that they searched up accessible kettles and did not find anything. Is there even a market for accessible accessible electric kettles? It's a machine that you can heat water up in. What? I thought that it was the little portable thing that sticks on the outside of a cup and it like beeps at you. Tell me more about this. What is this? You're thinking of the Say When. What? The hot shot is the hot water dispenser. I literally thought they were the same thing. I'm so stupid. It's been 10 years and I literally thought that was the hot shot. Thank you, Steve. Oh my God. Everybody's learning things today. Who's texting me? My boyfriend is sending me an image of... Okay, it's just a screenshot. Yeah, thank you. Those are liquid indicators. Okay, I legit thought that was the same thing. So a hot shot is a hot water dispenser? Is it like a kettle? Does it heat the water up? Or do you just like pour hot water into it? I don't want to Google this, so that's why I'm asking you. Okay. An electric kettle, usually just one button, so you really don't need an accessible one. Yes, I realize that they're just one button, but like there are a lot. I don't know. The one that I have doesn't even have a timer on it, but like it just like shuts off when the water is like done boiling, which is great. But I was talking about more like fill. Like, because somebody had mentioned, I think it was Amal had mentioned up like a few comments how difficult it is to know how much you filled it. There's a website called The Blind Cook that sells cooking aids for visually impaired people. I think they sell an electric water kettle of some sort. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you. I will look that up. I'm gonna look that up right now on my phone. I don't feel like going to another tab because, like, if I miss chat, I have to scroll. I only have so much screen real estate with this magnifier on. The Blind Cook. Oh, Christine Ha. Wait, this can't be the same thing. Yes, it is. Oh, wow. Are you gonna load? Okay. Ah. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. But I didn't go to the website and it showed up in Google. Yeah, okay. That's all right. So The Blind Cook is Christine Ha. She won MasterChef a few years ago. I think she's like the only blind person to ever win MasterChef. Please correct me if I'm wrong. She was actually the banquet keynote speaker at the ACB convention in 2015. I went to that banquet. It was awful. I didn't even get to really stay for her speech because, like, so the banquet is usually about 2 to 3 hours long. I think it's about 2 hours. And I haven't been to a banquet in a long time. And by the time it was 7:30, it started at 7. So by the time everybody was seated and whatever, it was like a half hour and the entire meal had finished. And like, so this was my second convention, and the banquet that I had been to at the year prior, like the courses of the meal were spread out throughout the like whole event. And, you know, we got to listen to the people speaking up there like while we ate. I understand why they probably didn't want to do that and have everybody finish eating and then listen to the speaker. But by the time we were all done, it was like there was 2 hours left in the banquet and they were taking a really, really long time to even get things started with awards and stuff like that. So my friends and I left and went to Starbucks. So I'm really sorry, Christine Ha, that I didn't get a chance to listen to your keynote address. I would have very much enjoyed it. I just used a finger to see when the water reaches the line in the kettle. Okay, yeah, when filling it. Duh, that makes sense. Hot shot is like a tiny coffee maker. You fill it with the water and then put your cup under it and it heats the water and then fills your cup. Oh, that's neat. I'm learning so much today. Thank you. I literally thought that was the thing you put on the side of the cup that yells at you when you're about to go over the rim. I still have this letter open with the... Do you guys want me to read the CEO letter from Aira? Because, like, I read it earlier, and I think I have some, like, comments. Well, I had made some comments to myself about it, but... Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, I can read this. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about. I got a DM today from Carrie, who is Live Accessible. You guys should check out her channel. She wanted me to check out eSight's Instagram. And I'm not 100% sure what eSight is. It looks like it may be similar to Orcam, but like it's a set of glasses, not like a thing that you can put on glasses. Anyway, she wanted me to check out eSight Eyewear's Instagram because they don't have alt text on any of their photos, which is hilarious because like they are a company that cater to blind and visually impaired people. And speaking of alt text, it's been like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. How long has it been since I first have started berating Aira about not adding alt text to their Twitter photos? And they're like, oh, we'll look into it. Have they looked into it? I don't know. Have they started adding alt text? Absolutely not. So if you've been following me on Twitter and have seen me like quote tweet some of their stuff and adding alt text in my quote tweet, that's why. Because They hired Molly Burke as a model quite some time ago because they did an inclusivity disability campaign last year. And I would hope that she would have had the accessibility discussion with them because as a blind woman or a blind person in general, like alt text is needed on photos on the internet. And so when Aira had responded to me on Twitter, they said that they do tag their photos with alt text on Instagram, which is true. Most of them do have alt text. But for some reason, they're not doing it on Twitter, which is stupid because, like, you can literally, they can just copy and paste the alt text and, like, put it in the Twitter thing. And I've seen their alt text on their Instagram, and it's not descriptive. Like, one of them literally says, name of model wearing a jumpsuit. Like, what color is the jumpsuit? Where is the model standing? Is the, like, does the jumpsuit have a print to it? Is she only wearing the jumpsuit? Is she wearing shoes? Give me more context. I can see these pictures, by the way. And I feel bad that there are people who cannot. And I also feel bad that they hired a blind woman to be a model for them as part of that campaign and are still not making their content fully accessible. I could literally go on about this a lot, all day, all night. So about eSight, I reached out to them on Instagram. They responded to me. I am sorry, I just hit my mic with my phone. I severely apologize. Let me read their DM response. They spelled my name wrong too, which is funny because my name is in my Instagram handle, so I don't know if it's like somebody who's completely blind handling their account or what the deal is, but I also have messages in chat that I have to respond to. Okay, hello Dianna, thank you for flagging this. We are using a program called Sprout Social, which enables alt images. Although the fact you aren't finding them is very troublesome. They're not even using, there's no punctuation in this. We'll contact Sprout Social to rectify the issue. Thank you again. So then I had written something on Twitter about, I guess they're using Sprout Social because whatever they said. Why does Twitter keep giving me a notification on my phone when I have nothing new? So Sprout had replied to me. Let me find it in my mentions. Here we go. Adding alt text is unfortunately an Instagram API restriction for all third-party applications like us. Duh. That's why on my Animal Crossing Twitter, I can't add alt text to my photos because they're coming directly from Nintendo Switch Share. We hope that brings clarity on the Sprout end. We take accessibility seriously, and so conversations like this help us make improvements accordingly. Thank you. Thank you, Sprout, for responding. However, isn't it known that that the alt text thing is not available for like most third-party applications when posting to social media? Like that has to be a thing that people that like some of these places would know, right? I know it because you have to be able to add alt text. Like there's an option when you're posting on Twitter and on Instagram, although the Instagram one is hidden stupidly, which by the way, I did a video on that recently. There's an option to literally add it, whereas like with most third-party posting applications like Sprout, evidently, you can't do that, which makes sense, especially on Instagram's end, because their alt text option is under advanced settings, which is stupid. Okay, I want to continue this rant, but first I want to look at this chat. I have some friends that love them. Oh, they make glasses that help low vision people see better using cameras. Okay, so it is kind of like, well, then it's not like Orcam. Okay, thank you, Madeline. I appreciate that. I thought it was something like that, but I wasn't 100% sure. My dog just came into my room and is lying on the floor, and I'm probably going to have to get up and let her out at some point because she will not want to be in here that long. I was there, and she had a great speech. I kind of want to go back and find that. It's probably archived somewhere in the ACB radio thing. That was referring to Christine Ha, by the way. Wow, that's a bit upsetting. How are you a company that's supposed to help those with visual impairments and you don't use alt text? Exactly, Gabby. I completely agree. But you can also access it after you make the post. Yeah, so the thing with Instagram is that you can go back and add alt text to your post when you edit. With Twitter, you can't because you can't edit tweets. But with Instagram, you can because you can edit the post. And I'm assuming that they don't know that. Either that or like it sounds like they just use Sprout like as a posting method. Because to my knowledge, like you can, it's kind of like IFTTT or Buffer or something where like you can set stuff to go out throughout multiple social channels and it's all like in one place. I'm not sure. I only looked at their Instagram today to like check out the alt text thing, and I'm not sure if they actually use. They might not even know. It sounded like they didn't know. I was just going to say, I'm not sure if they even use Instagram, but they obviously use Instagram because they responded to my DM. Which is funny because Carrie said that she had also DM'd them and she never got a response, which is why she had reached out to me and asked if I could DM them because I've been so hyped up on this whole Aira thing, which I still am. Like, listen, I love Aira. I love their clothes. I love their underwear. They're very comfortable. However, I do not love their lack of inclusivity when it comes to their media. But even if they can't add the alt text, they can describe the image in the caption, which is annoying, but it works. Yes. Yeah, you're 100% right. That's what Molly does. Remember, we were talking about that a couple of days ago in chat or in DMs or on WhatsApp or somewhere. It was either you or Jess who had, I think it was you, who had mentioned that you have to get through the whole caption on Molly's Instagram posts to get to the hashtag accessibility thing. Yes. Yeah. So on Facebook, when I post a picture on Facebook, I haven't posted anything on Facebook in like a month and a half that wasn't shared content. Like I've been sharing a couple of things, but I haven't posted original content maybe a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. I try not to look at Facebook. It makes me sad. But on Facebook, whenever I do upload a photo, I just type the description in the app, the edit caption thing, because the alt text box on Facebook has like a really, 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 really ridiculously small character limit. From my experience, at least, I don't know if that's changed since I tried to do it last year, but they also haven't added dark mode to the iOS app when it's available on the website for Facebook, so that sucks. But on Twitter and Instagram, I always just add alt text to the image because, like, who the hell wants to read through the caption on Instagram to get to the alt text thing, A, and B, Twitter has a character limit. So, and it's funny because the alt text box on Twitter, the character limit for that is really big. Let me look at this. Let me like post a fake. I'm not going to post this image, but let me go to alt. Yeah. So for a tweet, you have like 240 characters now or whatever. And for alt text, you have 1,000 characters, which is great. Like, I'm not going to lie, because you can't describe a photo in 240 characters. But I just think that's funny that it's like 5 times the amount. Yeah, so I've probably been really annoying on Twitter these last few weeks, just constantly like calling out Aira about their stupidity, but nobody else is doing it. And I figure that like something needs to be done about it because and especially with eSight, like, come on, guys, you literally are a brand that is for blind and visually impaired people. And you're using a social media platform poster thing that doesn't support the addition of alt text because it's restrictive to third party apps, because that's how Instagram is. So, like, why wouldn't you just go back and edit these, like, the image thing and add the alt text. It's not hard. All you have to do is just type up like 2 sentences. You don't even have to get that descriptive. I get descriptive in some of my like alt text image postings. Sorry, I need some water. I get descriptive in some of the alt text that I post, but it depends on the image. And I know that that can be really annoying too, because like you guys have to read through all of that with voiceover or JAWS or whatever. And that can probably be really obnoxious. The alt text that Aira adds to their Instagram posts aren't even descriptive. Yeah, I said that. I literally looked at their... So, first off, there's this fun, stupid bug that Carrie had brought to my attention like last week because I was very wrong. If you have voiceover running and you open, or if you have voiceover running and if you already have Instagram open on like a profile or in your feed, I guess like it won't necessarily read alt text even if it's there, so you have to close the app and go back into it, or you have to go back to your home feed and then go back to the profile or something ridiculous. She had explained it to me. I don't remember what exactly it was, but it sounded something like that, and I don't know if that's a voiceover issue or an Instagram issue. Yes, Gabby, have you experienced that? Because like I did, because then I went back to Aries' profile and they had alt text on their photos. It's annoying. Yeah, I can see why it would be annoying. Listen, I don't even really use voiceover except to check if photos have alt text because I'm annoying like that. And I can definitely see how obnoxious that would be. So bottom line is, when I thought Aerie didn't have alt text on their photos on Instagram, they actually did, which makes sense because why would they lie to me about that? But it's not descriptive. Like, I don't even... Can I find a photo? All right, first off, I don't even think this is gonna... I don't want to have to, like, go through this whole stupid thing because I already have Instagram open and I know that if I start up voiceover that it's going to do that stupid bug again. Steve, you should get them to hire you to do their descriptive alt text after pictures are posted. They can pay you in their clothes. I wish. Listen, if ever there were the opportunity to be sponsored by any company, I would love it to be Aerie. I like Lush, but I haven't, and I actually finally edited my top 5 favorite Lush products video today, which will go out on Thursday. I love Lush, but they're discontinuing a shit ton of products, and it really makes me upset because, and they do this every year, so I shouldn't be surprised, but they're discontinuing one of my favorite things. But I love Aerie. I will just like, I would die for Aerie. Like, I love their clothes. They're so soft, and yeah, they're pricey, but they're always marked down. And I would love to do that, but I think I've annoyed the hell out of them that I have probably squashed any chance of ever being hired for them ever, because now I'm that annoying girl on Twitter who quote tweets their stuff and adds descriptive text with like an eye roll emoji or something, because like they're freaking ridiculous. Okay, so I have Instagram open, and you know what? Let me just turn on voiceover.
Double tap and hold to start edit mode.
Can you guys hear that?
Instagram. Double tap to open.
I don't know how much like I don't want to like blast anybody's ears out.
Explore tab. Tab. Selected. Explore tab. Search. Text field. Text field. Is it?
Oh.
Aerie. Verified account.
Okay, here we go.
Button. Aerie.
Right, good. All right, we're at Aerie's account here. Why is it not letting me scroll? Hello?
5 photos or videos from Aerie. Button. Image.
Okay, image.
Post by Aerie. Taken 3 hours ago. Swipe up or down to select a custom action. Photo by Aerie. Contains account tags #Aerie real role models wearing a mask. 1 of 5. 3 finger swipe left or right to see more. Adjustable.
Okay.
Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value. Swipe up or down to select a
Oh,
custom
shut
action.
up.
Then double tap to
Shut
activate.
up. How do I change the speaking rate?
Photo by Aira.
Nope.
Contains a contact actions. Adjust value. Language. Settings. Containers.
Come
Speaking
on.
rate.
There we go.
60%.
Okay. Let me see. Take out the eye roll emoji. Listen, I never actually put an eye roll emoji in there. I'm just rolling my eyes in real life. And then start prompting them to put you on their payroll. I wish it was that easy. So let me tap on this photo again. Hopefully you'll actually be able to understand voiceover because I slowed the speech down a little tiny bit. But this is not descriptive.
Photo by Aira. Contains a contacts hashtag Aira real role models wearing a mask. 1 of 5. 3 finger swipe left or right to see more. Adjustable. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
Yeah. Okay. It literally says Aira real role models wearing a mask. It should say woman wearing a blue. What the hell even is that print?
Alert. Accept selected. Voiceover. Voiceover off.
Okay, I'm gonna have to change the speech rate next time. Hold on. Gabby, 1 second. For some reason, YouTube thinks that your comment needs to be held for review. So there we go. Exactly. It's that shit that they post. Like, okay. What color is the mask and what else is in the pic? Exactly. Listen, I'm going to go through these photos right now and describe them, okay? This woman, she's wearing a white tank top. She's wearing a blue face mask. And the blue face mask has some sort of like, I don't even know what the hell design that is. If it's flowers or something. It's like dark blue and it has light blue designs on it. And the mask says Aira in green in the upper left, like their logo. And she's standing in front of what looks like a set of pink double doors. The next photo are 5 people. I think they're all women. Yes. I believe that all of... Yeah, okay, pretty much everybody in these photos is a woman of color. Okay, so this next picture, we have 5 women. They're wearing, T-shirts and sweatshirts, and I think I'm assuming they're all wearing Aira branded clothing at this point. The face mask on one of them is gray. Both of them actually are wearing that same mask. It's like gray, like light and dark gray, and it looks like a drippy, like psychedelic pattern. I really don't know how to describe it. Then we have 2 more women wearing that same mask from the first photo, and another woman wearing a mask that looks like it has a cheetah print on it or a leopard print. We have a selfie of a woman wearing an apron that says Second Harvest Food Bank feeding South Louisiana, and she is wearing what appears to be a leopard print face mask. Her hair is pulled back into a hairnet. Oh, and all of these people are tagged in these photos. Behind her are racks of what looks like cinnamon rolls. She's obviously in a kitchen. And our next photo is a selfie of a woman standing in a field wearing that same blue mask from the first photo. All of these masks have the Aira logo on them, I believe, in green. Some of them, or no, well, yeah, most of them do. Then the last picture is a selfie of a white woman. She has long hair. It's a close-up selfie. She's wearing that same gray. It almost looks like a gray camo color face mask, and the logo on it is white. It's not hard to do this. Hello. I'm low vision. I had to zoom in on those photos just to even see what the hell was going on. And they can't even be bothered to put in more effort with their description. Literally, one of them said, Melissa wearing a romper. Who the hell is Melissa and what romper is it? Dianna, you should really do the alt text for their pictures. I would love that because I've been doing it on Twitter anyway, but I'm not sure they would want me to. I think they hate me. Which I feel like you have to really do something special to piss off a corporation. And honestly, it's a shame. Like, shame on them for being a brand that prides themselves on being so inclusive. Like having women of color, women of different body types, women with disabilities, and different medical adaptive aids, like, diabetic pumps and things like that as their models, but like not adding alt text to their media on Twitter. Send them a link to that section of the video with a cover letter. Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Also off topic, how much can you see going back to low vision stuff? Okay, that's a good question. So I have no vision in my right eye. Obviously, I've talked about this before. My right eye is fake. I talked about that in my last stream. I still have the eye, but I have a prosthetic shell over it, which I probably might do a video on at some point, but like not now. My left eye, I have a nystagmus, which means that my eye is moving constantly, and it is a huge pain in the ass to focus on things like reading. And whenever I go to the eye doctor, they always tell me to like try and look straight ahead, and that doesn't always work out. And this is like the retina specialist people. And I have full field of vision. My acuity is 2400, I believe, which in layman's terms means that what a sighted person can see from 400 feet away, I can see from about 20 feet away. And basically, like, I can see print if it's like really big, or if I'm holding the paper or my phone very close to my face, or if I'm looking at my computer closely. I do know Braille. My skills are terrible. Please don't ask me to read you anything in Braille. I will sound like I'm a kindergartner learning how to read. I have like no vision at night, which sucks. And it's funny because, well, no, not funny. It's, I don't know. Basically I can see better like during like, so I have no vision at night. And then if there's snow on the ground when we go out, usually I'll like put sunglasses on because the glare is like awful. Because, you know, it's just like the sun bouncing off like pure white on the ground, which is just bad. So I don't know if that answered your question. I know I'm like going really off topic from the main part of like from the actual question, but basically like I can see until it's like too far away. I have similar vision to you, but I wear thick glasses. I am blind in my right eye. Yeah, so I actually I just wish there was a community alt text on tweets. We have a new person. Hello, Mitchell. I agree with you 100% because like so many people don't know about alt text, and and like no, they're not going to know until we tell them about it. And it's really unfortunate because like they're, especially with corporations, they're missing out on a whole market of people by not making their media accessible. Like it baffles me because it really does not take long at all. It takes you like 2 seconds to add a description to an image, especially if you're posting that same image across multiple social media platforms. You can edit that description or copy it rather and paste it elsewhere. So it's the same across all channels, and it's not like it's very easy to do. Who is texting me? And why didn't my watch tell me? Oh. Onkar, thank you for sending me a link to the Hot Shot water dispenser. Oh, wait, that looks cute. Oh, okay. Whoever said it was like a coffee maker is right, because it looks exactly like a coffee maker. And it's on Amazon. How much is this? $20. Why did I think that was going to be like $100? Sunbeam hot water dispenser. It's 16 ounces. It's black. I mean, if anybody wants to link to this, like I can paste it in chat if y'all are interested. But so glasses. I was gonna say a thing about glasses. They made me wear glasses when I was little, and it did not work because of my nystagmus. My eye was moving constantly, and the glasses obviously were meant to magnify things so I could see better, which like obviously didn't help, especially with my eye moving constantly. I was always going out of the field of view of the glasses. So it was like I would see double, like what the glasses were seeing and what I was seeing without, like out of frame of the glasses, and it was awful. And I tried telling that to people, but because I was like 6 years old, nobody believed me. So the last time I got glasses, which was quite a few years ago, was without a prescription because they said that they wanted me to protect my eyes. Haven't worn them, no idea where the hell they are. I told both of my brothers about alt text and they added it to their pictures. That's awesome, Gabby. I'm really happy about that. I actually, so I have a friend. I posted about this on Twitter yesterday. My friend Remy sent me a photo of the avocado toast that she made, and she had also posted that same picture of the avocado toast in a reply to my tweet, and she added alt text to it. Which is like, so for context, she's fully sighted. She and I have known each other for like years. We met online through like a community on Tumblr, and it was just like, it was so funny. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, Gabby, I saw that you liked the tweet, and I wasn't using voiceover at the time on my phone. And so I was like, oh, Gabby liked this tweet. Was there alt text added to it? And so I turned on voiceover, and lo and behold, let me share that tweet in chat because, like, it's just, this is how you do alt text. Okay? Like, let me, if I go to my profile and go to media, will it show up that way? Because I, like, quote tweeted it instead of having to... No, it doesn't. Why is Twitter stupid? Now I have to go through my notifications. I have a lot of notifications. Scrolling. This would be easier to do on my phone, honestly, but for some reason the copy-paste thing from my phone to my Mac has been kind of funky. So, here we go. Found it. Okay. Afternoon toast, everyone. All right, if YouTube thinks that I'm not even in the right tab. If YouTube thinks that this link is stupid and doesn't show it in chat, I'm really hoping that you will be able to go. That should be it. That should take you right to the tweet with the avocado toast. It's absolutely beautiful. I think that you did a great job describing those photos. I am totally blind. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I really appreciate that. I tried. I'll admit that I'm not the best person to go to for image captioning, but I mean, their descriptions are shit. So if I can do anything to help other blind and visually impaired people, like I really would like to. And I really would like them to just completely do an overhaul of how they do the alt text on their Instagram, because it's not even helpful. Like, do they not even, like, I'm serious. Do they not know what alt text is? Like, I want to think that they did research on it, especially after hiring Molly to be a model for them, or that they talked to her about it. But Molly doesn't even add alt text to her own Instagram photos, so like, I don't know about that. But it just blows my mind that their descriptions are so vague on Instagram, one. And two, like, they can't even copy those vague descriptions over to Twitter. Are you seeing the problem here? Because I am. But go marvel at Remy's avocado toast. I want some. I like avocado toast. I like avocados. Some people don't, and that's okay. But it looked absolutely delicious. And the alt text that she added to the picture did it perfect justice. So I don't know what else to say to that, but apparently I'm going to be sending a cover letter into Aira to have them hire me for their social medias or alt text stuff at some point. And when I say that, I mean that is most likely not going to happen because they would never hire me. I am some random person on the internet who's been yelling at them for 2 weeks to do something because they're not. Well, my thing is, why even say you're going to look into it and then not do it? Because it did sound really good, even though I do hate avocados. It did sound really good. And I completely get that. I don't like avocado by itself, obviously, because like it doesn't taste like anything by itself. But if you have stuff with it, like because she did the egg and the Parmesan, and then the other one she did like the tomato and the Parmesan, I think. And it was really good. I'm late. Tony, isn't it like God, what time is it? 2 a.m. for you? Aren't you in the UK? You're like, go to sleep. Hello. Nice to see you. I'm very glad that you're here. But isn't it very late for you? Yes. So what was I saying? Yeah, alt text. No, I can't sleep. Okay, I'm sorry you can't sleep. I actually slept really, really well last night. Like, I was astounded because I have not slept well in I don't know how long. Like, I would constantly be waking up, like all the time throughout the night, or just like not having a good quality of sleep. Like, I would be sleeping for long periods of time, but not like having a deep sleep or a good quality of sleep. And last night, like if I could snap, I would snap my fingers right now. I was like just out like a light. It was great. Like, I want more nights like that. What was I saying? The alt text thing. So I had tweeted to some guy. I think he's like the showrunner for the Orville, maybe, or he does something for the Orville. He's not an actor, but like, he works on the show. He might be the showrunner. Because he was posting a lot of behind the scenes pictures from season 2. What's happening? Apple Watch? Hello? High heart rate. Your heart rate rose above 120 beats per minute while you seemed to be inactive for 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you for the information. Listen, I know that is a very serious thing, the high heart rate notifications on the watch. However, I am taking that with a grain of salt because I have a Series 2 Apple Watch, which is very old. Siri doesn't work on it anymore, and half the time it doesn't even calibrate workouts. So, I don't know. Let's see. I wonder why they don't ask Molly since she advocates for accessibility. Yeah, I wonder that too. All of this is stressing you out. All of this is stressing you out. That's why it's saying that. Yeah, you're probably right. In all seriousness, though, like I said earlier, she may have very well had the accessibility talk with Aira, but like regardless of her doing it, they're not doing it. And this guy with the Orville, he was posting a lot of behind the scenes photos from filming from the last season, and he wasn't adding any alt text. And so I had written to him and I was like, hey, like, would you mind maybe, describing some of these pictures for people who are blind or visually impaired like myself, yada yada. And then I linked the article from Cane Adventures to him, which Jessica had sent to me, and it covers how to add alt text on all forms of social media, like on all the platforms. And he was like, oh, okay, thanks, I'll look into it. He did not look into it. And it was funny because VoiceOver had made up like a bunch of descriptions for the pictures that he had posted because, it's OCR, right? So it used like that to try and figure out like what was going on. And so the Orville, for some of you who may not know, because I feel like it's kind of an obscure show a little bit. It's written and starring Seth MacFarlane, who does like Family Guy and whatever. I think Seth is actually from here, like from Massachusetts or Rhode Island. Anyway, so he's in it, and it's like Star Trek, but it's like a comedy. It's really good. It's on Hulu. It used to air on Fox, first 2 seasons, and they're on Hulu. You can go watch it. It does not have description, I believe. And season 3, they like went completely over to Hulu, so they're no longer going to be airing it on Fox. But obviously, due to the quarantine and the virus and everything, they're not filming anything, which is interesting because I follow a lot of actors on like Instagram and Twitter and stuff who are in shows for the CW, like Supergirl and The Flash and whatever. And some of them are posting about going back to filming, because I think they're going to start filming soon, like at the end of September, beginning of October. And I know for the new show that they're doing, Superman and Lois, Betsy Tollock is like currently in quarantine. Yes, Nickelodeon does follow me, and I don't know why, to be honest with you, because I am absolutely nobody. I think that I might have tweeted at them once about something, but like that must have been a long time ago, because I think they've been following me for quite a while. Anyway, there have been some actors who are in quarantine right now, I guess, because they're starting filming soon. So I used to watch Molly, but I unsubscribed 2 weeks ago because I think she has changed. Her videos are not the same. I 100% agree with you. I used to really like Molly's content quite a few years ago when she lived in Canada and was doing more like accessibility centric content. And not even just that, like, okay, listen, I don't care, she can talk about fashion and makeup and whatever, but like before she moved to LA, she seemed like she was a more down to earth person and like somebody I would like to hang out with. And I know I said in my last stream that she is somebody I would like to hang out with. Now I could probably only handle her in a small dose, versus like a while ago when she was still in Canada, I would probably have become friends with her because like she seemed like, you know, a cool person. And then she moved, and then, you know, she got big, and that's fine, but it has definitely changed her content. And I was watching Ability Mom of 2 vlogs did a panel recently with one-sighted person and 2 blind people. One of them I think was completely blind, and the other one was low vision. And it's like a 2-hour panel, but about I didn't watch the whole thing, but about like a half hour in, they talked about Molly. And the woman who was sighted had said something very profound, because she only knew about blindness from Leah's perspective, like Leah, Ability Mom of 2, because like, you know, she's known Leah for quite a few years. And like with anything in life, if you know one person with a disability, if you don't know other people with that disability, then that is the perspective of that disability that you get, which is fine. So she had found Molly's content, and she had said, if I were somebody, and now this is a sighted person saying this, not somebody like who's in the blind community. She had said, if I were somebody who had just lost my vision, and somebody had told me, oh, look up Molly Burke, or even if I were Googling, like, you know, anything to do with losing your vision, content creators, whatever she had said, And if I had come across Molly's channel as I was losing my vision or as I had completely lost her vision, the way that it is now, the things that she has and the videos that she does are so extravagant. And that would lead people to either A, believe that like that's how it is, or B, realize the harsh reality that that is not how it is. Basically, what that lady had said was, I paraphrased it to hell, but I've said this a lot, and I think we talked about this on the panel that we did on Blind Press's channel. We did a panel about relationships, reacting to the video that Molly did a couple of weeks ago where she was prepping her apartment for Adrian to move in. And we also did a separate panel prior to that about Molly in general and her impact on the community. That is going to be split up into parts, I believe, and posted on Blind Press's channel probably starting this week as soon as her husband is able to finish editing it. I think that she said that she had posted it in full for her patrons recently, but because it's such a long panel and he's going through and getting rid of like pauses and dead air, which makes sense, it's going to go up, I believe, in 3 parts. Either that or it's just going to go up into an edited version. I don't really know. But so the general consensus is, and we all know this, is that Molly is very much not representing the average blind person. And that's fine. She can go shopping. She can have her boyfriend move in. She can do, like, she can go shoot a commercial or whatever. But somebody else in that panel on Leah's channel had said, oh, why doesn't she just reach out to other creators, or once a month, why doesn't she do a video similar to the content that she used to post, bringing more light to accessibility and advocacy like she used to do, instead of just having all of her content be about gimmicky clickbait? No offense. And I know she's not going to do that. Let's see, I have some chats. I agree 100%. I thought Molly's content was better back then. Yeah, I 100% agree with that, Gabby. I really liked her content, and I did like the storytime videos that she did because they weren't all about some stupid mishap that she got into just for like disregarding everything, or because like somebody treated her like shit because of her vision, which, like, if you watched her TSA video where the TSA agent made her cry, I am sorry, but if I were in that situation, I would have advocated for myself instead of standing there and crying. And she is a grown woman, but I can only speak for myself. You can tell the difference between the videos she made when she lived in Canada and her newer ones. I still watch, but it's changed a lot. Yeah. Definitely, because she's living in LA. She has money. Her mother works for her, which I personally think is odd, but whatever. That's her life. Versus when she lived back in Canada, she did not have all of the things that she has now. And I feel like she has let it go to her head, and she's marketing very heavily off of the blindness thing. Like, the title of her last video was literally Meet My Blind Boyfriend. And he's not blind. He is low vision. And like, I don't know. Granted, some sighted people don't even know what the hell visually impaired means. So I want to give her a pass for that, but at the same time, I don't, because it's clickbait. Like, I don't know. I would like to actually have a conversation with her at some point, but she never responds to anything within the community. And I know that she does get a lot of criticism from community members, myself included. But she also gets some positivity. But again, she doesn't respond to anybody in general who reaches out to her on Twitter or Instagram. From what I've seen, it's mainly doing stuff for her patrons on Patreon, which, you know, I mean, she has to keep up doing the content and make money from Patreon and make money somehow other than her videos and her sponsorships and her filming and whatever the hell else it is that she's doing. But she doesn't reach out. She doesn't offer to collaborate with other blind content creators. From my knowledge, she has supported Lucy Edwards, who she talked about a lot in previous videos, who does like the same type of content as her, but she's in the UK. Matt from Blind to Billionaire wanted to reach out to her, and I don't think she did. Do you mean that I don't think he reached out to her, or I don't think she responded to him? Because that is something that I would like to see, is Matt and Molly doing a collab. Because Matt, listen, I love Matt's content. He's great. Him and his wife seem like such like fantastic, down-to-earth people. I talked about them in my Facts About Blindness video a bit because they have been doing a series on the stimulus checks. She did not respond to him. Okay, this is exactly what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not surprised that she didn't respond to him. And when that happens, I hope whoever reps us next down does a better job. Dianna, I have an email you might be able to use to contact her. I still have her mom's number. Gabby, what? You still have her mom's number? Oh, for context. Wait, Gabby, can I tell your story really quick? I'm assuming that me talking is delayed by you watching, but just say yes or no about the panel thing, because I think that you talked about it in the Blind Press stream discussion panel that we did, but like I just think it's hilarious that you still have her mother's number. That doesn't surprise me that she didn't respond to Matt, because again, like she doesn't do outreach, and she doesn't respond to people who mention her on Twitter, even if they're not criticizing her. Like there have been so many people I've seen who have been recommending her book to other people, and I haven't seen her be like, oh, thank you, like for the, you know, support. I don't know. I mean, like, listen, Molly Burke is a fascinating human being because, like, regardless of whether she wants to or not, she is the face of this community. Yes, go ahead. Okay. So, Gabby did a women's panel for her university. She was a part of that, and she had reached out to Molly Burke to speak at that panel as a blind woman content creator. Gabby, please at any time in chat correct me if I am wrong. And so obviously this was like during April or something, so it was during the shutdown. It had to be virtual. Not only did Molly want an appearance fee, which I don't know if like she has an agent and that's like some sort of weird term thing that she has, or if she just wants to be paid for showing up to things, but she wanted an appearance fee. She spoke at the panel. She did not offer to follow Gabby on Instagram. She did not like reach out afterwards and be like, hey, like, how are you? Maybe let's collab in the future, or ask how she was, or thank her. And it's just been absolutely ridiculous. Oh, I reached out to Neve and she was so kind to me. So you reached out to Neve about Molly speaking at your panel? I think Lucy Edwards has great videos, and Fashionista. Is Fashionista is not Lucy? Why did I think they were the same person? Because I know that Molly has talked about her like a billion years ago. She talked about Fashionista a lot in her videos, and I think they did a collab at one point, like back when she was in Canada. So basically, what we have from this discussion here is that if you ask Molly Burke to do a collaboration with you or to speak at a panel, she will make it all about her. No, she's called Emily. Okay. Yeah, for some reason I thought that she and Lucy were the same person. Thank you. She has an agent, yes. So is the agent separate from her mother? Is Neve her agent? What does Neve do? Because I know that Neve... These are probably questions I could find by watching a video of Molly's or Googling it, but I would rather ask you guys. I know that Neve films and I believe possibly edits her videos. And I know that she films them because we hear her voice behind the camera all the time. But I was not aware that she also had an agent. So if she wanted it to be paid with an appearance fee, then that makes sense from the perspective of her having an agent. No, I reached out after. Okay. So basically, from what we have seen in other collaborations that Molly has done in the past, not only on this panel like she did for Gabby's University, but also in other collabs she did with other blind people, because I think she did a collab recently with a blind woman, and she didn't let her get a word in edgewise, which is also the feeling that I got from her boyfriend reveal, where she did not let him get a word in edgewise. And quite honestly, he really didn't look comfortable on camera. I mean, maybe he was, but his body language and the way that he was speaking made me think otherwise. I don't want to speak for him. And from what I have seen, she makes everything all about her. Whereas if you're doing a collaboration or an interview of some sort, you really can't do that. And you shouldn't be doing that. Because everybody needs to have an equal say in what is going on. I mean, maybe you guys have a different opinion on that. I don't know. That's just me. But I think that no, Neem isn't her agent. Her agent's name is Kelly. Okay. That's good to know. So there is a third person involved. So, well, then that makes sense as to why she was filming a video or a commercial recently, because her agent probably was able to get her the booking, right? Come on, that's what happened, because that's what happens in Hollywood, in show business. Your agent gets you these jobs. So, and again, good for Molly for doing that, but I would not be going to a film set right now in the current climate. And I don't know, I listen, I would love to do a collaborative chat about her and the impact that she has had on the community, but we already did that for Blind Press's channel, which you guys can check out whenever that comes out. I will be sure to let you know, because I don't even think she knows when it's coming out. By she, I mean Blind Press. She talked about it in her Blind in the Special stream that she did the other night, but it sounds like her husband is still trying to edit, and they were having some technological issues with her laptop. I don't know why, but my allergies have really been bothering me recently. Agent probably does booking and therefore fee. Yeah, Tony, that's what I was saying. I am positive that her agent is the one that does the booking, and hence the fee, because why else would she just show up and be like, I want an appearance fee? Who does that? I don't know. Do you think... So somebody actually, I remember, had tweeted at Molly and asked, or no, there was a sighted person who... Okay, listen, I'm going to pretext this with, I was very, very bored one day and going through Molly's mentions on Twitter because I had nothing else to do. And if you want to know how to do that, you go to the search bar and you type the @ symbol in whatever the person's Twitter handle is and just press enter. Don't even hit a research result or whatever, and it'll bring you up like all of that, like all of their mentions, like all the things that they're mentioned in. So somebody who was sighted had signed up to be a volunteer for, Be My Eyes. We're circling back around here to the whole Aira thing and Be My Eyes thing. And they said, like, and I'm pretty much, like, I vividly remember this tweet. I just signed up for Be My Eyes in the hopes to help Molly Burke. And I think there was something else added to that as well. But it got me wondering, do you think that she uses Be My Eyes or Aira? Because, like, her mother lived with her, and it sounded like did everything for her. So she had built-in sighted assistance. And her boyfriend is low vision, and her mother moved out. But I'm assuming that she's still gonna, like, be over there a lot because, I mean, hello, she does all the filming and stuff for her. So do you guys think that she uses Aira or Be My Eyes? Because I don't. And also, to that one-sighted person who literally signed up for that service to be a volunteer just to help Molly, no offense to you, but what the fuck? Like, there is a whole entire community of us out there. Also, Be My Eyes has more volunteers than they do blind people using the app. If you look on the app, it gives you, like, the statistics, the actual numbers of the people they have signed up as volunteers versus the people they have signed up as users. The volunteers far outweigh the users. No, yes, Tony, I agree with you. I don't think she does either, which is fine. I don't use Aira. I don't use Be My Eyes. But I think it's hilarious that we have a sighted person here signing up to be a volunteer for this app with the hopes to help just one specific person. And so I had responded to them and I was like, hey, just so you know, there's an entire community of us out there. Like, I'm sure, actually, no, I didn't even respond to this person. I vague tweeted about it because I was like, I just saw that some sighted person signed up to, I'm sorry, I hit my mic. I just saw that some sighted person signed up to be a volunteer for Be My Eyes to help Molly Burke. And there's an entire community of us out there. And I hope that, like, if there's anybody sighted who is watching this right now or comes across this in the future, please don't be that person. I don't use either. Yeah, listen, I used Aira like 5 times. One of them was for a demo, and I mainly used it because I kind of, this is going to sound so bad, but I mainly used it because I kind of felt like I had to because of the work that I was doing at the time, because I was marketing for the collab with them between them and the MBTA. And I mean, I think it's a great service. I don't know if you've been here the whole chat, Tony, but like they changed their free tier. So now you have time limits, like every X amount of time. If you're a guest, you can only make one free 5-minute call every 24 hours. And if you're a paid user, you can make a free call every 4 hours, which, again, like I've said this in the beginning, they should have done this from the very start. I don't know why they didn't. I use my family and my husband more. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would too. I'm not going to lie. These apps are great, especially if you're like living alone. Aira is great for what I use it for. Yeah, and I like Aira, okay? I just think that some of the things they do are ridiculous. The free tier was great on paper, but it was going to be very badly abused. We all knew that. Nobody's surprised here that they changed their business model. We're going back to the beginning of the video here. When they first started this, it was unlimited. Myself and every other normal person out there thought that there was going to be a time limit or like a certain amount of calls you could make per day. But nope, free 5-minute calls all the time, every time, anywhere, everywhere. Which, like, why would you pay to be a subscriber to Aira if you could just get most of your shit done within 5 minutes? And I completely, like, I understand that not everything can be done in 5 minutes. And obviously they understand that too, which is why they're changing their business model again. I didn't do that, but yeah. What didn't you do, Mitchell? Because I had a paid plan with Aira for a month. And then I canceled my subscription because if I wanted to use it, I was at an access location, or I could just use the free thing. She has her agents. I don't think she uses them. Yeah, I honestly, she has her own agents. Well, yeah, she does, Mitchell. So Molly, well, okay, first off, for context, Molly has an agent, like a talent agent, to get her bookings for modeling and for acting and whatever. But what Gabby and what Gabby is saying here about she has her own agents, I don't think she uses them, meaning like her mom, who is fully sighted, and probably Adrian, because it sounds like he has fairly usable vision. And yeah, that's what I meant, Mitchell. Agent by like Hollywood agent, but also like she has a sighted person right down the hall who can help with stuff, which is fine because like honestly, I live with sighted people currently. I still live with my parents because I can't afford not to, and it sucks. But that's okay because I also don't have them do everything for me. So we're at different levels of independence here. Blindness is a spectrum. Anybody who says otherwise is wrong. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So I don't think the general consensus here is that she doesn't use Aira or Be My Eyes, which, like, again, why would she? And you don't have to use Aira or Be. There are literally so many apps out there. You don't even have to use those that rely on a person. You could just use Seeing AI or Voice Dream or whatever, like the OCR things. Wish the iPhone 7 didn't have a crappy battery. Aira consumes so much battery. Yeah. Funny story about that. I had a 6S when I first was using Aira and when I started working for that thing. And I can't even tell you, like, my phone was dying constantly. Not even by just me using Aira, but like in general, the battery was shit. And like I knew anyway because I looked at battery health and it told me it was low. Well, it told me it was at like 80 something or 70 something percent peak capacity, but like it would die all the time. And then I got an iPhone 11. And here we are. So yeah. I did an unboxing video of my phone, by the way, an unboxing and setup where I completely failed at setting up Face ID. I'm just hyped for the iPhone 12 because 5G. Are they adding 5G to the phone? And OLED. Hey, can't stay for the full live, but you got a great chat going on. I'll text you later. Bye, Gabby. I'm honestly probably going to end this soon anyway because I have been live for an hour and 40 minutes just about. And like, honestly, I don't even know half the stuff that I said. It's been a time. But I hope you have a good night, Gabby. Unless you're already gone, that's okay. I'll text you. Are they adding 5G to the iPhone 12? I did an unboxing of my 11. I'm going to get a new Apple Watch. Oh, we got messages. I'm going to get the new Apple Watch when it comes out next month because... Oh, Christina! Hi, you're here. How was improv? I helped educate someone today on why it is not funny to get a fake service dog jacket. Good. Thank you so much. I hate that. Yeah, it should have it. Okay, are you seeing AI? To read the CVV on my card for the first time today. That's awesome, Tony. Did it work? Because I know that sometimes the security codes are written in like a really weird, like they're written in a really weird font. Do they still offer the 5-minute calls? I'm just asking because I wasn't here for the beginning of the video. Okay, Tiffany, so here's the rundown of the free 5-minute thing. Aira is still offering them. I don't think you can access, I don't know if you can access the description of this video right now, but if you can, the link to the letter from the CEO that they posted is in there. They posted that today, I think. Yep, it did. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that it worked. They are still doing the free 5-minute calls. And what they're doing now is it's not unlimited. So if you are a guest, like if you don't pay for an account, then you can only make one free 5-minute call every 24 hours. And if you are a paid subscription person, like if you're an explorer, paid explorer, you can make a free 5-minute call every 4 hours. So they are still offering them. They're just very much limiting it, which, like, no offense, but like we all saw this coming. I'm not surprised at all. They also brought gift cards back. I didn't even mention all of this isn't going to be taking effect until August 25th. I am so sorry. So for now, everything is fine. But on August 25th at 6 a.m. Pacific time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Hawaiian, 2 p.m. UK time, you do the math from there. That is when this whole 5-minute change is taking effect. They're bringing back gift cards, and they're changing the way that add-on minutes work. Let me pull up this article, like, for real, because shoot, where is it? I lost it. Because the article has more information in it, obviously, and I am paraphrasing. All right, forget it. I'm just going to pull it up from my Twitter because I don't know where the hell it is. Found it. Also, I didn't know that they got a new CEO next Tuesday. Okay, so next Tuesday is the 25th. Thank you for some context in time because time is stupid. Okay, also for those of you who want to access the description of this video and click on that link and are on mobile, there is a way to do it. If you're on mobile, all you have to do is minimize the chat window. There's so much controversy going on now. Yeah. 8 Central Standard Time. No one mentions that. Well, listen, Tony. Okay. The three main time zones are Pacific, Eastern, and UK. And I guess you can count Hawaii because Hawaii is always in Standard Time, so there's 4. They do everything in Pacific Time. Also, I'm joking. I hope you know that. They do everything in Pacific Time because they're based in San Francisco. So, yeah, this takes effect 6 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern. We already went through this. Okay, 5-minute or a minute add-on thing. History of free Aira. Announcing the new 5-minute. No, where the hell? This is a long newsletter, okay? Gift cards are back, which you can get in increments of $30, $50, and $100. And I think that you can buy them online. It looks like all you have to do is go to the Aira website and navigate to the gift card purchase area. Which means that you don't have to call customer care to do it. You can, but it's not, like, it looks like it's not necessary, which is great. Because, like, when I think I talked about this earlier in the video, when I signed up for my paid plan and when I canceled it, I had to do everything by calling customer care. I couldn't do it in the app, and I think that that's stupid. No offense. I want to do something without talking to a person. Thank God for Be My Eyes. I don't use it much, but it comes in handy when I need it. Yeah, you and a lot of other people, Tiffany. I am pretty sure that Somebody else said that on Twitter too. Like, you know, there's always Be My Eyes. And they're 100% right. That's bad design. I agree. If you guys hear anything in the background, that's Fawn. Her collar is very jingly because she has like 5 tags on it. Add-on minutes that don't expire. You no longer have to wait until you are almost out of plan minutes. I'm going to read this section of the thing so you guys don't have to. It's really freaking long. Why? Finally, we are very excited to announce the change in bundles of add-on minutes that you can purchase during those months where you find yourself wishing for just a little bit more Aira. Starting August 25th, monthly subscribers will be able to purchase bundles in sets of 25, 50, or 100 minutes. Additionally, the minimum threshold to purchase additional bundles has been changed. With this change, you will now be able to purchase a second set of add-on minutes after using only 5% of your first bundle, whereas previously you'd have to wait until you had used over 95% of your planned minutes. This just sounds confusing. Planning a big event, working from home, or crushing your quarantine goals, this change means that you won't have to worry again about getting access to the minutes you need. Oh, God. As a monthly subscriber, your first set of add-on minutes can be purchased at any time. This threshold only applies to your second bundle. So I'm assuming it also applies to additional bundles after that. Add-on minutes are not used until you have used all of your monthly plan minutes, and for as long as you keep your plan, they never expire. You can purchase add-on minute bundles in the usage tab or by contacting the customer care team. That's good. They finally made it so you don't have to freaking call customer care to do literally anything. Oh, crap. I pressed the wrong button. I don't want to open that in Safari. Okay. So now that you guys know what's going on with Aira, and people have basically decided that they're going to be migrating over to Be My Eyes, can Aira guide me from my home to a store a few blocks away? Yeah, probably. So I used it. The first time I ever used it was a disaster. But I had to navigate from the train station to a place that I had only been to like once before, and it was very many years ago, and I didn't really know how to get there from the train station. I think I knew how to get there like from the place to the train station, but not the other way around. And it was so dumb because it was literally like across the street, and down a side street. So basically, the agent has the ability to pull you up on a map because everything goes by our phone's GPS locations now. Like literally everything you do, you're being tracked, and they can see where you are. So if you are trying to get to a certain address, then they're able to navigate you to that place, but it goes by GPS. So it's not necessarily accurate. And for whatever reason, the agent that I got, well, okay, first off, this was just a shit show from the beginning. So my Bluetooth headphones had died. For some reason, I didn't bring like wired earbuds because I was an idiot. So I called the Aira people, and I had the guy on speaker because I didn't have working headphones on me. And they had brought me through like the whole setup process, which is stupid because I had already gone through the setup process with a different agent. Like they were asking me like to agree to the terms and if I was a cane user or a guide dog user and whatever the hell else. And then he thought that I was going to the wrong place. So I gave him like the physical address of where I was going to, as well as the name of the place that I was going to. And he like just took me in the wrong direction. And part of that is my fault because like I really should have tried to figure it out by myself. But I was in a time crunch and I had seen the testimonials on Aira's website of them guiding people throughout various locations and thought that it would be fine for me. And it was not a good experience. It could have very well have been my phone's GPS. It could have been anything at the time that had, been an issue. But I did end up getting to where I needed to go after a long time of like it just being ridiculous. Basically, I had gone down the next side street and I knew that I wasn't where I needed to be, but like I still didn't know how to get to my destination, and eventually we figured it out and it was fine. But yeah, so short answer, yes. Longer answer, it might take a little bit of trial and error. Yeah, there are problems with that when you have to turn around and around to get to places. Aira's hard to help with those times. Yeah. Also, they can only see what your phone's camera can see. So I did a video last year because obviously they were at the ACB convention, and I got to test out their glasses, which I think they're discontinuing if they haven't already. But they have this set of glasses. I'm going to find that video and link it in chat. But they had this set of glasses that tethered to a phone that they gave you, and the phone was the controller. I'm pretty sure the phone was an old Samsung, like a J7 or something. And the glasses were better because they gave the agents a better field of view. Although you obviously couldn't get them with the free plan, you had to pay for like the minutes plan because there it was just like you were paying for the phone and for the I am looking in the wrong place. I'm so freaking stupid. You were paying to use the phone basically as its own controller, like tethered to the glasses, versus like you paying. Even if you wanted just the basic plan of Aira, you couldn't use the glasses. You had to go for the pro or whatever, the $100 one basically, to use the glasses. Is this it? All right, I finally found the video. I was looking at the freaking playlist page, not doing a search. Get shareable link. Okay, I'm going to post this link in chat. You guys can check that out whenever. I'm positive that they discontinued the glasses. It sounds like you had one hell of a time. I did. And listen, mistakes were made on both ends by both me and the agent. So it's nobody's fault. Probably mainly my fault. So I'm pretty sure that they're discontinuing the glasses. I want to say that I saw that on Twitter, or somebody told me, or I got that in an email because I still got emails from them up until recently. I think I unsubscribed from that. Which again, I'm not surprised because so many people were complaining about the phone that you had to use in order to like do anything with the glasses because you couldn't tether them to your own phone. It just wouldn't let you. You had to use their phone. And the built-in screen reader on it was awful. Obviously, it was only locked to Aira. You couldn't use any other apps on it. Whatever cell carrier you had, like, you know, you could choose your network to use the phone on. I've heard people have had shitty results with that phone on their preferred network versus their personal phone on the same network. So glasses good in theory. In practice, probably not so much. I thought they were cool when I tried them out. And they came in various tints too. So like you didn't have to get like the dark sunglasses ones. The ones that I tried were that because I think that's all they had available at convention to demo with. And they looked freaking huge on me because like they're bulky glasses. They're glasses with a camera in the middle of them. Like they're not going to be sleek and comfortable. If you're going to use Aira, honestly, use your phone and put it in like a pouch or something. Okay. Can I ask, what do you think of the Vision eyeglasses that Carrie was showing on her video? Do you mean the eSight? Because honestly, I haven't watched that video yet. I've been meaning to, but I had mentioned this earlier in the stream that they're not posting alt text on their Instagram photos, which is hilarious. But yeah, are you talking about the e-site? Because from what I think Jasmine had said, or Madeline, somebody in chat had said that those glasses are helping people see with cameras, like low vision people, like see better by using cameras or something, to my knowledge. I have to check that video out, honestly. I'll probably do that whenever I'm done talking to you guys, which will probably be soon because I've been live for almost 2 hours. And honestly, I'm still surprised that 7 of you are still here. So, oh god. No, I have. So basically, I haven't seen the video yet. But if anybody has seen her talk about the e-site, I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on it. I'm gonna watch it soon. Kayla with a C posted a video today that I haven't seen her promote on her social media yet, but it's about her experiences in K-12 schooling. And I thought that it was very interesting. She and I kind of had similar accommodations when she was in middle school onward. Those are the accommodations that I had like throughout my whole schooling. And I am going to film a video probably tomorrow because it's late here and I don't want to sit in front of a camera again, about my experience in mainstream school, because I was in mainstream school my entire life. And I had some pretty shitty teachers and even worse classmates. So like the ones that cost a ton I mentioned to you. What do you mean, Tony? The Orcam ones? Because like Orcam is something that you put on the side of a pair of glasses and it uses speech, like AI basically, to tell you what you're looking at. I can see how it would be aggravating to have to carry 2 phones around, but at least it would keep your personal phone battery from dying and free for calls and messages and stuff. Yeah, I agree, Tiffany. That's a very good point. Unfortunately, I think that they were just a little bit too ahead of their time with that. But I mean, I don't know. I never owned a pair. I only demoed them. I'm just talking anecdotally from what people have said in the Explorers Community Facebook group, which I don't think I'm a part of anymore. Yes. Okay. So the e-site. Yeah. No. I literally don't even know much about it. There are so many things. Yeah. Orcam and e-site are completely different. Orcam is. So funny story. I demoed Orcam last year at convention. Also, I did not film it. You guys have probably seen me talk about this on Twitter a while ago, but I demoed it, and for some reason, I had told the representative that I wanted a more in-depth demo, like in my neighborhood or whatever, like when I was home, because they had somebody who, like, a representative from theirs that lives in Boston or whatever. I don't remember saying this, and I thought they weren't going to take me seriously. And then I kept getting calls and emails from Orcam, like from this specific Orcam person telling me that like they wanted to connect to do a demo. And I kept telling them I'm not interested. And finally they like stopped. And it was weird because they literally called me once at 8 o'clock at night. And it's like, go to, like, leave me alone. It's 8 o'clock at night. I'm not doing this right now. Ira actually called me once 8 o'clock at night because I was nearing the end of my trial period with them and they wanted to see how my trial had gone. And it's like, it's 8 o'clock at night. I'm not taking calls for this right now. Please don't. I have to let Fawn out of my room. She is crying at the door. What? So basically, what I'm saying is Orcam is like, it uses the camera, I believe, on the little like attachment thing, but it tells you what you're looking at, like with the speech, like with the AI. I'm assuming that eSight is probably the same thing. It sounds like they're very similar, but Orcam is a little thing that you put on glasses. eSight is a pair of glasses, and they look very bulky. Orcam sounds cool, but probably wouldn't work with hearing aids. I don't know, because when I tried it, it sat on the ear part of the glasses, if that made sense. Like it was like near the lens, but it was on like the side of the frame. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know because I don't wear hearing aids. It may possibly work. Like you may still be able to hear it. You can, I think, also change the volume on it too. It was bizarre because there were all of these like hand gestures that she was telling me to do to make it start and stop speaking, and things like that. And I really didn't know what the hell I was doing. It was a fascinating experience. All right. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go because I've been talking for like 2 hours. It's 10 o'clock at night. And I really don't know what else to say here. What is your username on Twitter? My Twitter handle is, I will post the link in chat. Actually, my Twitter handle is linked in all video descriptions, but it is Dianna with 2 N's, Dianna with number 2 N's. I'm just going to copy and paste the link to my Twitter profile and post it in chat because that may be easier for everybody. And if you have trouble accessing that, let me know. It's not showing it as a link on my end for some reason, just text. But anyway, that's my Twitter. If you want to see more fun content, follow me. I complain a lot about arbitrary things and promote my videos as well as other content creators, which I think that Shasters may still, she was earlier playing The Last of Us Part 2 on Twitch. If you guys don't know who she is, check her out. She is a blind gamer, and she's been doing a lot of different games. And she seems like a pretty cool person. 3 a.m. here. I still can't believe you're awake. I really hope that you can try and sleep. Maybe try some tea. I don't know if that would help. It's funny because I want to try going to bed at like a decent time, but at the same time, it's like I'm not doing anything. Like I'm still quarantining in my house. Like I'm not going anywhere. So like, what do I have to get up for? But then it's like, well, I need to get myself on a consistent schedule because like then it'll feel normal. I don't know. I'm just, no, it doesn't. I'll try and meditate. Damn. Yeah, I definitely try to do some calm breathing. I evidently have to do some calm breathing because my watch yelled at me earlier about having a high heart rate, which it never does. So I'm probably honestly gonna go meditate too. I have an achievement. Huh. No, what am I doing? Nope. Go away. I reached 200% of my move goal on my watch. I really need a new watch desperately. Ever since I lost my sight. Do you have non-24? Or do you know what non-24 is, rather? Because like I know that, or I don't know. I think it may be common in people who are blind. I don't know if it's like specific to blind since birth or if it could also be like blind, like losing your sight. But basically, like you're not really able to circulate your circadian rhythm. No, you don't. Yeah, I know a few people who had it when they were younger, who would be up all night and then like sleep during the day and whatever. I just can't sleep well. Like I just have problems sleeping. And I don't have non-24. I just have a problem sleeping. But anyway, I am gonna go. I have to let Fawn out to go busy, and I am going to schedule my Lush video to go out because I finally finished editing it today. Thank God. That'll be out Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and I don't know, follow me on Twitter. I'm not good at promoting my own stuff. Honestly, like, I just sat here and talked about Ira and Molly Burke for 2 hours. I love Lush. I do too. I am going to wait for their Halloween stuff to come out, and then I'm going to do an order, and then I am going to do a live unboxing because I feel like that I need content for these live streams because I just come here and talk and like don't even know what the hell I'm doing. No, Christina, you're the best. I'm so glad that you were able to come. Like, I hope that you enjoyed improv. For some reason, I thought that you would be there longer. Was it remote, or did you meet somewhere and do it? What was I saying? Oh, Lush actually, some girl on Instagram leaked the Lush Christmas range. Yes, online. Oh, that must have been fun. Some girl on Lush leaked the Christmas line, which is small, and some people were complaining about how small it is, but it's like, we're in quarantine. There are things happening in the world that are making it so people are not able to get into the warehouses and make bath products, unfortunately. No, like it looks like a lot of the same stuff from last year's Christmas line, but they're adding some new soaps and shower gels, I believe. I got my first Apple Watch this year. I like it. That's awesome. Which one do you have? Do you have the 4 or the 5? The 5 is the new one, right? I'm so out of touch. I am an Apple person, but like my watch is so freaking old. I have the Series 2, which they don't make anymore. I got it in 2016. No. Yeah, 2016, Black Friday. It was for sale at Target. And it was so stupid. So like, okay, I worked at Target, which I talked about in a video. At the time that I got this watch. And so I was able to use my employee discount to get it, which was bizarre because it's like an Apple product. And I didn't think they would let me do that. But since I was buying it at Target, apparently they did. So I bought it online, but it wasn't giving me the option to pick it up in the store. I had to have it shipped to my house. Because like, honestly, I would have just bought it and picked it up like at my store that I worked at because I had to work Black Friday anyway. And when I say I had to work Black Friday, I mean I worked the day of Black Friday, not like midnight. Actually, I'm in Massachusetts. I don't even think that stores open at midnight on Black Friday. I think they open at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or something because of blue laws. But it wouldn't let me pick it up in store, and the store that I worked at didn't have any in stock. So it was so bizarre. Like I had to literally have it shipped to my house, which was fine. But like it would have been more convenient to just do store pickup. And now I don't even. So the thing is, when I get my new watch, I was thinking about doing a live unboxing of that too. Because I think that the Apple event they're talking about, the iPhone event might possibly be September 8th, which I'm assuming is also when they're going to talk about the watch because usually they do 2 in 1. And then usually I think that stuff would go on sale for pre-order that Friday or the Friday after or whatever. I can't remember how it works, but sometime around then. And I was thinking of doing a live unboxing of my watch, but like I haven't decided if I want to have it shipped to the house or if I want to go pick it up in a store. Because I was at the mall recently and there were like 3 different lines to get into the Apple store because they were doing it. So there was one line for people who did an online order for pickup. There was another line for people who had to go like to get their devices looked at, like if they had a Genius Bar appointment. And then there was another line for people who wanted to go in there to shop. I didn't go in. I was with people who had to go in and get new phones. I stayed outside the store, like in the general mall area. But if I have it shipped to the house, the way that things are going right now with the postal service, it probably won't arrive until like later in the day, which is, I think, what happened with my phone. It arrived at like, well, no, I don't think my phone got here too late, but I might just end up biting the bullet and picking it up and see if I can go when they open so I can get it and have it. Because this is an old watch. Like, and I'm going to just return it for the credit because they do the recycle thing, which is what I did with my old phone. Because like even if I can only get like $50 or whatever for this, like I don't care. It's a credit towards my like watch, and that's fine. I got the Series 3 from Amazon. Oh, that's good. The Series 3 is good. Do you have the cellular or the regular GPS one? Because like the one that I have, obviously it was the generation before they did the cellular models. And I know somebody who has a cellular model, but I just personally can't justify adding on an extra $5 or $10 a month to my phone bill, which is already high, because I like have a shared data plan with 2 other people, and sometimes we go over that because unlimited data is stupid for 3 lines, because everything in this country is for a family of 4. I said I was going to go like 10 minutes ago, and here I am. Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is Lush top 5 video coming out Thursday. Hoping to do an order soon whenever the hell their Halloween stuff comes out. I think that that's also like early September. Possibly going to do a live unboxing whenever I get my watch. If I don't do it live, I'll do it in a video that will be posted that day. But I'm honestly think that like since I now know what I'm doing in terms of streaming, that it'll be live anyway. I need to look more into this whole screen sharing thing because, like I said earlier, since I use a magnifier for my computer, like my screen, the stuff on my screen is freaking gigantic, and I'm sure that you guys are not going to want to see me navigate around a screen with zoomed in content because that is dizzying. But I don't know. I need to talk to Blind Press about StreamYard, honestly. She said she would help me set it up if I got an account. So I will reach out to her. But anyway, I'm going to go. I really appreciate you guys for coming and sticking out this 2-hour live stream. I don't know what the hell happened. I want to try and do these weekly, but like I really need to come more prepared with more content. How am I doing with Animal Crossing? I'm doing really well. I haven't opened the game in like since Friday for whatever reason. I wanted to stream that too, but it was not cooperating. I think that there was a big miscommunication between my capture card and OBS, which is stupid because I got the capture card that literally everybody else uses. I need to talk to Shay because she streams Animal Crossing on Twitch sometimes, and I think she streams from her PS4 too, and you need a capture card to do both of those things, I believe. So I'm going to talk to her and Dan, who works with her, because like he helped her set everything up with OBS and with virtual audio cables and stuff. And I tried and I used like all the guides on the internet, and I just didn't know what the hell it was doing. I got the regular version. I always have my phone on me anyway, so I don't think I needed it. Yeah, that's my reasoning too for not getting a cellular version, because I literally always have my phone like in my purse or in my pocket or whatever. And I don't want to pay the extra money every month just to have a cellular device like add-on, because it's an add-on. I really just like my watch because I'm able to screen notifications. Like I don't always have to pick up my phone. Honestly, earlier when it was giving me the heart rate thing, I thought it was going to tell me the battery was dying, because that was the same haptic that it does when the battery is low. I think. I don't know. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Follow me on Twitter. Or not. New video coming out Thursday. Probably do another stream next week. We'll see. And yeah. Not played it yet. Find it hard to see the game. My daughter doesn't have time to help. I'm sorry. I would definitely check out Shasters on Twitch. She and also Super Blind Man. They both are completely blind, and they're able to play it to a degree. They use, I think that Brandon uses Seeing AI. I don't know. And I know that Shay is able to use NVDA to read the text in the game. she explained it to me on Twitter in a DM because I asked her because I was curious because I have enough vision to play without OCR. But she said that she is able to, plug it in with her capture card to the computer or whatever because she streams. And then she's somehow able to use NVDA to read it. I don't know how. But if you're on Twitter, her account handle is literally Shaysters, SHAYSTERS. And if you go to Twitch, she has the same handle there. I think that's her handle everywhere. So I would definitely reach out to her about it, or to Super Blind Man, who I believe that you can probably email somewhere. He did the accessibility for Last of Us Part 2. And he did accessibility for Twitch. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you guys all for coming. I'll see you later. Bye.